Alright everyone, stop what you are doing because today's video is huge. I'm talking game changing and jaw dropping news. The new GTA 6 2D map update just dropped and it's like Rockstar has handed us an entirely new playground to explore. Now, I know what you're thinking. How much could they have possibly changed on a 2D map? Well, let me tell you, it's not just a few tweaks or some prettier graphics. This is a full on transformation. Coastlines redesigned, landmarks reimagined, key areas expanded, and the details, oh, we are talking subtle updates that you might miss if you blink. But don't worry, I have got you covered. In this video, I'm walking you through every major changes on the map, step by step, section by section, from tighter coastlines to expanded waterways and everything in between. We are diving deep into what's new, what's different, and how it's going to completely change the way you play. And trust me, some of these changes are going to blow your mind. So grab a snack, grab your controller, and settle in because by the end of this video, you will see Vice City like you have never seen it before. Let's jump right in. Let's kick things off with North Washington Beach, an area we all know and love. Or well, new and loud because this update has given it a whole new personality. Now, in the old map, this area had a pretty straightforward vibe. The northern tip of the island was this long, flat stretch that kind of just ended. It feels like someone got lazy and said, hey, just chop it off. But in the new map, they have completely reimagined the edge of North Washington Beach. Here is the big change. Instead of that flat, straight coastline, the northern end now has this dramatic curved edge. It's shorter, tighter, and way more dynamic. Imagine tracing your finger along the old map, it's like running your hands across a ruler. But on the new map, it's like tracing the edge of a wave. So, why does this matter? First, the tighter shape means this area feels more contained, which changes how you approach it in gameplay. If you're running from the cops or in the middle of a heated mission, you're going to have to think fast. Those wide, open stretches from before are gone. Now you have got sharp turns and shorter routes, which makes this area feel more intense. And let's not forget how this impacts the visuals. Even on a 2D map, this new coastline feels alive. The curve gives its personality, like it's saying, hey, pay attention to me. And if you are someone who loves digging into the details, you will notice how the waterlines hug the new shape perfectly, creating this stunning sense of realism. Here is my favorite part. This redesign opens up so many new possibilities for exploration. Imagine finding a secret hideout tucked into one of these curves or discovering a new mission that takes full advantage of the tighter layout. North Washington Beach has gone from being just another spot on the map to a place you will actually want to spend time in. Next up, let's talk about Leaf Links Golf Club. Now, this area has always been a classic. It's where you go to race golf carts, cause a little chaos, or just enjoy the vibes. But the real star of the show here, the tiny island just off the coast near the West Drawbridge. This island has had a total glow up. It's now a sleek, sharp triangle. That's right, clean edges, perfect angles, and it looks like it belongs there now. And this is not just about aesthetics. This change actually affects gameplay. Think about it. The sharper edges means you have got clear paths for navigation when you are cutting through on a boat or using it as a landing spot for a helicopter. And speaking of boats, the new shape creates this natural little harbor on one side. Plus, let's talk theories. Why a triangle? Is Rockstar hitting at something? Maybe a new mission hub or a hidden feature we haven't discovered yet? Let me know your thoughts in the comments because this one has my brain spinning. Alright, Peanut Island fans, this one's for you. This area has always been one of the Vice City's hidden gems, kind of tucked away, quiet, and perfect for when you just want to explore. But let's be honest, on the old map, the coastlines were kind of dull, straight, flat, and honestly kind of lifeless. Well, not anymore. The new 2D map has given Peanut Island a major upgrade, and let me tell you, it's all about the curves. The one boring coastline are now these beautiful, natural looking inlets and bends that makes the whole area feels like it's been carved out by years of flowing waters. And let's not forget how this ties into the overall vibe of Vice City. The new curves makes Peanut Island feel more connected to the world around it. It's like part of living, breathing ecosystem. Even on a 2D map, you can see how these changes bring the area to life. But here is the real question. What's next for Peanut Island? With all this new space and these intricate coastlines, I would not be surprised if Rockstar has some surprises in store. maybe new missions, new hideouts, or even a secret underwater passage. What do you think? Let me know in the comments because I am dying to hear your theories. Alright, let's talk mountains, specifically Hand Hill and Doomed Hills. Now, if you have spent time exploring the old map, you know these mountains ranges were completely separate. They felt like distant cousins, close enough to wave at each other, but far enough apart that you had to make a whole trip to visit both. Well, in this new map, that's all changed. These two ranges are now connected, forming one massive, continuous mountain range that completely transforms this part of Vice City. The gap between them has been filled with new terrain, making it feels like one cohesive landscape instead of two awkwardly placed chunks of rock. So, what does this mean for you? First of all, exploring just got a whole lot more exciting. The connected range means you can hike, drive, or even fly seamlessly between Hand Hill and Doomed Hill without that annoying gap in the middle. It's perfect for those long, immersive journeys where you just want to lose yourself in the scenery. But it's not just about exploration, it's about strategy. Think about missions where you need to ambush enemies or escape a high level pursuit. The new continuous range gives you endless options for hiding, setting traps, or finding vantage points. And let's not forget the stunts. And here is a little detail I love. The connection between Hand Hill and Doomed Hill is not just slapped on, it feels natural. The slopes, the valleys, the ridges, it's all flowed together perfectly like it was always meant to be this way. Rockstar has taken what used to be two separate areas and turned them into one unforgettable adventure zone. Now, this next update might seem small at first, but trust me, it's a game changer. Let's head over to the Vice City County Jail and the nearby water treatment plant. In the old map, this area had a narrow little waterway that felt more like an afterthought than an actual feature. It was there, but it didn't really do much. But in the new map, that waterway has been completely overhauled. It's bigger, wider, and way more connected to the surrounding road network. And let me tell you, this is not just a cosmetic change, it's going to change the way you navigate this part of the map entirely. And let's not talk about this ties into the area's vibe. The new waterways feels like a natural part of the environment, not just something slapped onto the map. It's wider, yes, but it also flows better, creating a sense of realism that makes this part of Vice City feel more alive. And one more thing, this area is perfect for cinematic moments. Now let's move south to West Perrine and Bayshore Palace, two areas that have always felt a little cramped on the old map. But in the new update, wow, these spots have been given the space they deserve, and it completely changes how they feel. West Perrine has been expanded outward, adding new streets, new buildings, and plenty of room to roam. It's like Rockstar looked at this area and said, let's give players more to explore, and Bayshore Palace, same deal. The expanded space here makes it feel like an actual part of the city instead of just an afterthought. The extra room is not just about exploration, it's about possibilities. Imagine hosting a massive car meet in one of these open areas or using the added space for epic shootout during missions. The extra room gives you more freedom to create your own stories, and that's what GTA is all about. Alright, island lovers, this one's for you. Let's talk about Key Biscayne, Virginia Key, and Fisher Island. Three iconic spots in Vice City that has always been a bit inconvenient to get to. On the old map, these islands felt like distant relatives, close enough to visit but far enough to make you think twice about the trip. But in the updated map, oh man, the distance between these islands have been dramatically shortened and it changes everything. Now you can practically hop between them like stepping stones. It's faster, smoother, and honestly way more fun. Here is why this matters. First, shorter distances means faster travel times. No matter spending ages getting to Virginia Key only to realize you forgot something back on Key Biscayne. Now it's a quick hop, skip, and jump to get wherever you need to go. This is especially clutch during missions. When you're chasing someone down or trying to make a quick getaway, these shorter routes gives you a massive edge. Secondly, it makes the island feel more connected to the rest of Vice City. On the old map, they felt kind of isolated, like separate little worlds. But now they are an integral part of the city. Now let's talk about the Vice City port, a place that always been important but never really got the spotlight it deserved. Well, the changes today. In the new map update, the port has been doubled in size. That's right, this thing is massive now. It's a game changer in every sense of the word. First off, let's just take a moment to appreciate the sheer scale of it. On the old map, the port felt functional but kind of cramped. It got the job done, but it was not exactly inspiring. Now, it's a sprawling industrial zone that looks like it could rival the real-life port of Miami. This extra space opens up so many new possibilities for gameplay. The double size gives Rockstar so much room to play with, and I would not be surprised if this becomes one of the most important locations on the map. And let's not forget how this ties into the economy of the game. With a port this big, it's easy to imagine new different operations, import export missions. The port is not just a background feature anymore, it's a hub, a centerpiece, a place where stories are made. But here is the best part, the design. Even on a new map, you can see how much thought has gone into the layout, the docks, the road, the water channels. It feels meticulously planned. It's not just a bigger port, it's a better port, one that's ready to handle whatever chaos you are planning to bring to it. And the last but definitely not least, let's talk about Watson Island. Now, this spot has always been a bit of an underdog on the map. It's there, it's functional, but let's be real, it's never been the star of the show. But with this new update, Watson Island has finally stepped into the spotlight. The bigger change? The roadways. In the old map, the roads on Watson Island felt like an afterthought, scattered and awkward, like they were just thrown into the connected dots. But in the new map, the roadways have been completely reworked, and there is now positioned right at the center of the island. This is not just a layout change, it's a total transformation. Here is why this matters. First, the new central roadways makes Watson Island way easier to navigate. No more getting lost or taking weird detours to get where you need to go. Everything flows naturally now, which makes the island feel more connected to the rest of the Vice City. Second, this opens up new possibilities for exploration and missions. With the roads running through the center, you have got better access to all part of the island. And there you have it, our full breakdown of new Vice City 2D map update, from reshaped coastlines to expanded ports and tighter connections between islands. This update is not just about making the map look better, it's about making it feel better. Every change, every tweak, every little detail has been redesigned to make Vice City more immersive, more dynamic, and more fun to explore. Now it's your turn. What's your favorite change? Are you excited about the expanded port and the new waterways, or the tighter island connections? Or maybe you have already found some hidden details I didn't mention. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to hear what you think. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into all things GTA. Until next time, keep exploring, keep discovering, and as always, stay legendary. Peace out.